Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got something big to talk about. Monza's legendary Split Bumper Camaro is making a huge comeback with a fresh new look and a serious power upgrade. If you've been following Street Outlaws for a while, you know this car is an absolute fan favorite, and now, it's looking better and meaner than ever. But that's not all. Monza has made some major changes under the hood, and we're going to break it all down for you. So, let's start with the new look, and guys, this one is a game changer. The Split Bumper Camaro has always been sleek, aggressive, and all business, but Monza just leveled up. We've seen it in black, we've seen it with the hood scoop when it was running nitrous, and we've seen it in its twin-turbo phase. But this new version? It's something completely different. Clean, sharp, and straight-up intimidating. Monza recently dropped the official rendering on his Facebook page, and let me tell you, it looks insane. What do you guys think? Drop a comment below if you're feeling the new style. Now, let's talk about what really matters, the performance upgrades. Monza has officially ditched the twin-turbo setup in favor of a ProCharger combination, and this isn't just any ProCharger. We're talking about an F4136 ProCharger, one of the most powerful options out there. If you know anything about high horsepower racing, you already know this setup means business. It's a game-changing combination that can generate some serious boost and power, and with no weight restrictions at upcoming races, this Camaro is going to be a rocket on the track. Speaking of weight, this is where things get really interesting. Monza's Camaro is now lighter than ever, sitting somewhere between 2,700 to 2,800 pounds. For reference, that's hundreds of pounds lighter than the average NPK car, and with that kind of power-to-weight ratio, this thing is going to fly. But Monza isn't stopping there. He's also moved the engine back for better weight distribution, which means better traction, better balance, and even more speed. Every decision here is about making this car as fast as possible. Now, where will we see this beast in action? Well, get ready, because Monza is skipping no Prep Kings this year and heading straight for the 405 shootout race in May. This is a $10,000 winner-takes-all event, and anything goes, no weight rules, no overdrive restrictions, and no limits on power adders. Basically, it's the perfect playground for this new build. And with guys like Doc and Dominator also entering the race, we're in for one hell of a showdown. A lot of fans have been asking, is Monza done with no Prep Kings for good? And honestly, it looks like he's not too interested in making a return anytime soon. Maybe if NPK ever shifts back to street racing, we could see him back in the mix. But for now, it looks like he's focused on other opportunities, and honestly, this new build is set up perfectly for the outlaw racing scene. One thing is for sure, Monza is not slowing down. This is a guy who has been at the top of the 405 list more times than we can count, and he's proven time and time again that he's one of the best drivers in the game. With a lighter, more powerful, and more refined version of the Split Bumper Camaro, we might just see him dominate once again. And let's not forget, back in 2023, this car was voted the coolest car to ever race at NPK. That tells you everything you need to know about how much fans love this machine. So, what's next for Monza? Well, the 405 shootout is just the beginning. If this car performs the way we expect, we could see it at more outlaw events, street races, and maybe even some surprise matchups. One thing is for sure, this build is far from over, and Monza is about to remind everyone why he's one of the baddest in the game. Guys, if you're as excited as we are to see this new Split Bumper Camaro hit the track, make sure to like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe for more updates. We'll be covering all the action as Monza gets ready to unleash this beast on the competition. Stay tuned, this is going to be one wild ride. For die-hard Street Outlaws fans and muscle car enthusiasts, few names carry as much weight as Monza's Split Bumper Camaro. This iconic car has been a staple of the high-performance racing scene for years, and now, it's undergoing an incredible transformation. But this isn't just a simple upgrade, it's a journey through nostalgia, innovation, and raw power. With a brand new powerhouse under the hood, a reworked chassis, and a lighter, faster build, Monza's Camaro is getting ready to shake up the racing world once again. Let's dive deep into the details of this legendary rebuild, from its upgraded engine to the nostalgic yet modern vision behind it. At the core of the Monza Camaro's resurrection is its brand new 524 cubic inch Hemi engine, paired with a ProCharger F4 R136. If you know anything about high-performance racing, you already know that this combination means serious business. This engine, which was sourced from Scott Taylor, is an absolute powerhouse, cranking out a jaw-dropping 3,180 horsepower on the dyno. That kind of power is no joke, and Monza himself is well aware of it. Compared to his previous twin-turbo setup, this ProCharger-equipped Hemi is not only easier to manage but also delivers a brutal, instant power boost. That's the key difference. Turbochargers build power progressively, but a ProCharger delivers raw horsepower almost instantly. For a car built to dominate the track, this is a massive advantage. With over 3,000 horsepower at his disposal, Monza isn't just building a car, he's creating a bullet on wheels. For Monza, this build is more than just about speed, it's about reconnecting with his roots. That's why the car is equipped with a legendary M21 4-speed transmission. Back in the golden age of street racing, 4-speed manual transmissions were the ultimate test of a driver's skill and control. Monza remembers those days fondly, recalling how he would tear through transmissions every weekend just for the thrill of it. This M21, however, has been meticulously rebuilt to handle the extreme horsepower of the Hemi, ensuring that it's not only nostalgic but also race-ready. This is my era. I was a 4-speed driving dude back in the day, Monza says, and now he's bringing that same old-school energy into this modern racing monster. It's not just the engine that's undergone an overhaul, the chassis has been completely reworked as well. When Monza first got the car, the mid-plate to center rear axle measurement was 87 3/4 inches, a setup that was far from ideal for a big-tire race car. To make sure the Camaro could properly handle its monstrous power, the motor was moved back 7 inches, and the rear end was shifted forward by an inch. These changes brought the measurement down to 80 1/4 inches, which is optimal for weight distribution and traction. For those who know their big-tire race cars, this is a game-changer. Better weight balance means stronger launches, more control down the track, and ultimately, better times at the finish line. And the upgrades didn't stop there. Upon closer inspection, the team discovered that the chassis had been poorly modified in the past, leading to structural weaknesses and cracks. To fix this, they rebuilt 2/3 of the chassis, reinforcing it with stronger, lightweight materials to create a car that's not just fast, but also safe and reliable. In the world of high-performance racing, every pound counts. That's why Monza and his team are swapping out heavy steel components for titanium replacements. From the steering column to the control arms, this Camaro is shedding every unnecessary ounce. One of the biggest changes? A carbon fiber front clip that's a whopping 40 pounds lighter than the original. When you add up all the titanium components, Monza's team estimates that they've shaved off about 120 pounds in total. With less weight and more power than ever, this car is built to fly. While the performance upgrades are the main focus, Monza isn't neglecting the Camaro's iconic look. The split bumper design, a fan-favorite feature, is being preserved, but with a modern twist. Monza has been teasing a new paint scheme, and while the final design is still under wraps, he promises it will be something fresh, bold, and completely different from the traditional black finish we're used to seeing. It's going to be freaking sweet, Monza says. It'll have a little different look than it's ever had. With a new carbon fiber hood and front clip, this Camaro is going to turn heads both on and off the track. For Monza, this rebuild is deeply personal. He's not just restoring an old car, he's bringing a childhood dream to life. I dreamed about having this car when I was a little kid, he says, and now that dream is becoming a reality. But it's not just his dream, the Camaro also holds sentimental value for Joe, the builder overseeing the project. The car was originally Joe's, and when they found it, it was rotting away under a lean-to, filled with squirrel nests and decades of neglect. Now, it's being reborn as a high-performance machine, built by two guys who share the same love and passion for racing. Once the Monza Camaro split bumper upgrade is complete, it's going straight to the track. But don't expect to see Monza at No Prep Kings, he's got other plans. I'm not trying to go run in PK, he says. I'm going to go back to being king of test and tune. I'm going to go do appearances and have some fun again. At the end of the day, this isn't just about competition. It's about reigniting the passion for racing, bringing back old memories, and enjoying the thrill of the drive. The Monza Camaro split bumper upgrade is more than just a rebuild, it's a revival of racing history. With a monster Hemi engine, a perfected chassis, and cutting-edge titanium components, this car is faster, lighter, and stronger than ever before. And when it finally hits the track, one thing is certain, Monza is back, and he's ready to make history again.